Self-love. We hear this term everywhere, but what does it really mean? Is it just about spa days and positive affirmations, or is there more to it? I get it. We live in a world that constantly is trying to tell us who we are, what we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to look, how we're supposed to feel, and it's exhausting. And somewhere along the way, we start to feel that we are not enough. But what if I told you that self-love is not about changing who you are? It's actually about coming home to yourself. If you feel lost, if you're trying to measure up to something or someone else, or if you're just curious about what self-love really is, then this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome to Eliara. My name is Lana Dionel, and I'm here to help guide you on your journey to healing, growth, and transformation. In this video, we're breaking down what self-love truly means and giving you practical tips on how to start your self-love journey. Alright, let's get one thing straight. The word self-love, you hear it all the time. It's being thrown around so much that we forget what the true definition is. It's almost lost its meaning. It's not just about bubble baths, it's not just about face masks or a trip to the spa, going to the gym, or repeating affirmations until you force yourself to believe them. It isn't about being perfect, it isn't about feeling good all the time, and it is not ignoring your flaws and the negative emotions inside of you and pretending that everything is okay. Self-love is about acceptance. It's about embracing who you are, the good, the bad, the everything in between. It means recognizing your worth even if there are days where you feel like you're unworthy or that you're lost. It means recognizing your worth even when you don't feel like you're at your best. It's about looking at yourself, looking at all of your flaws, your mistakes, things you could improve on, and still looking at yourself in the eye and saying, I'm worthy. It's about setting boundaries and prioritizing your well-being and letting go of the need of validation from others. Self-love is about giving yourself permission to be human, to feel pain, to feel joy, to feel and make mistakes, and to learn and grow from those mistakes, from those lessons. It's about letting go and embracing authenticity. It's about choosing to be kind to yourself even when the world isn't. It's about realizing that you too deserve love and compassion, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. I want to be honest with you. My self-love journey hasn't exactly been easy, to say the least. There are days where I look in the mirror and feel as if I am not enough, or that I'm doing something wrong, or that I'm falling behind, that I'm unworthy. I used to think that I needed to fix myself in order to be worthy of love and to receive love from others and from myself. I thought that once I was better, that I could finally be happy, but that's just not how it works. Self-love isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's about choosing to wake up every single day and choosing to be kind to yourself, to be compassionate to yourself. It's about choosing to be gentle with yourself. It's about learning to forgive yourself for things that you didn't know back then. It's about being patient with your journey and giving yourself some grace. And some days it's just about surviving, and that's okay. I want you all to know that you are not alone and you are so much more stronger than you think you are. I know it's easier said than done, right? So how exactly can we implement all of this? How can we start learning to love yourself consistently into your daily life? Here are 5 powerful steps. Step 1. Awareness. Start by paying attention to the way that you talk. Start by paying attention to your thoughts. Would you speak the same way to a friend, to a beloved family member? If the answer is no, it's time to change that narrative. Try replacing negative thoughts to more compassionate ones. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, shift it to, I'm doing my best and that's enough. Step number 2, feel it all. Everyone who knows me knows that I have this saying or piece of advice I tell everyone who's asking for my advice is feel it, but don't let it overcome you. It's okay to feel your emotions. Feel all of it. Feel the pain, the anger, the trauma, the sadness, but don't allow it to control you. Don't let it overcome you. We are taught from a very young age that we need to hide our emotions, that we just need to be strong, hold it out, no matter what. But the truth is that it's okay to break sometimes. So like what I said earlier, allow yourself to feel everything. Feel it all. Don't numb it down. Don't run away from it, because the more you run away from it, the more it's going to hurt you or come back at you in the future, like maybe from friendships or with romantic relationships. If you bury down all that trauma or pain or whatever you're feeling, it will come back out one way or another in a more amplified way, in a way that you may not even expect. Healing begins when you start facing and confronting head on what you're feeling. Number 3, rewrite your story. The words that you speak to yourself shape your reality. I've always been a huge believer of that. It may be similar to step number 1, but I do want to put this as its own step, because the words you have, not just within your mind, but talking out loud, even joking, it can have a subconscious effect to your brain. And the thing is that your brain does not know the difference between reality and the things that you're saying in your mind that are just your own opinion instead of the cold hard facts or the whole perspective of things. If you keep telling yourself that you're not enough, you're going to start believing that. So instead, combat that thought and say that you are enough. Even if it feels fake at first, tell yourself, I am enough. You don't have to believe it yet. Just keep reminding yourself of that, and in time you'll start to believe it, even if it's just a little bit. You don't have to force yourself, but there's a difference between forcing yourself and putting yourself in that step to create that kind of change in your life, because nothing will change if you don't at least remind yourself of it. Number 4, setting boundaries. You do not owe anyone an explanation for choosing yourself. I had to learn that the hard way many times. And the more that I have to keep going through those lessons, the more I realize, okay, why am I letting myself be treated like this? I don't deserve this. Neither do you. If someone is really pushing your boundaries and hurting you and not treating you right, then why do you not assert yourself instead of not saying anything? Or if you keep asserting yourself and nothing is changing, give yourself permission and the self-respect that you deserve to leave. Say no to what you need to and walk away from what hurts you if it becomes unhealthy. Loving yourself means setting boundaries and really respecting your time and energy. Learn to say no without feeling guilty, and I have been a victim of this a lot of times. I say yes a lot of times because I feel guilty if I say no or if I turn something down. But what I've learned when I started to say no to things, I start feeling so powerful and so more in control of my life by saying no, or by allowing myself to not always have to please others just so that there won't be any conflict or they won't have a negative opinion or thought about me. It's okay to protect your peace. Surround yourself with people who will support you, and distance yourself from negativity and drama, even if it may feel it could be challenging at times. Number 5, self-compassion and letting go of perfection. So, from my very first video, you all know already that I'm a huge perfectionist, and I'm not the only one. There are a lot of people who find it hard to have compassion for themselves, even though they may be very compassionate towards others, and that is because we are often our harshest critics. Start treating yourself with the same kindness that you show and give to others. It's okay to have bad days, and it's okay to rest. Give yourself permission to not have it all figured out all the time, which leads into the last video that I posted, which I'll link somewhere up there. Perfection is an illusion, and it's a lie that we tell ourselves to feel more in control. But life is messy and it's imperfect, and that's what makes it so beautiful. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. Give yourself permission to be human. You are worthy of love. If you found this video helpful, please give a like and share it with someone who may need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that uplifts you and motivates you. We're all in this journey together, and you don't have to do it alone. Remember, self-love is not selfish, it's necessary. And you are so, so, so worthy of it.